All right, buckle up. We're about to ride shotgun through a story so wild it could have come from a Hollywood script. But nah, this one's real life. Meet a man who served his country with medals on his chest, then got locked up for 27 years for a crime he didn't commit. And yep, the same law enforcement systems that salute you when you serve will work to bury you when you step out of line. This is the saga of Geronimo Pratt, veteran, panther, prisoner, and a walk-in warning that history often ain't kind to those who dare speak up. So sit back, grab your pen. We're digging into the truth, the lies, and the cost of being too visible. Geronimo Pratt was born September 13th, 1947 in Morgan City, Louisiana, to Jack Pratt and Eunice Petty. He wasn't born with a silver spoon, but he carried something tougher, will. In high school, he quarterbacked the team. Then Vietnam came calling. 2 tours, rank of sergeant, 2 Bronze Stars, a Silver Star, 2 Purple Hearts. Now here's the thing. A brother comes back from war with medals and trauma, and America says, "Thanks, now dissolve." But Geronimo didn't do that. He said, "I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna fight for my people," because he knew the same training they gave him overseas could be used right here at home. Once his service ended, Pratt moved to L.A. on the GI Bill and enrolled at University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA, studying political science. He linked up with the Black Panther Party. When folks were saying Black Power ain't just some slogan, it's a lifestyle. He rose to become Deputy Minister of Defense of the LA chapter. But being up in that space meant you got 2 jobs: protect your people and dodge the man who's always trying to bring you down. Here's where things go from hero story to system said no. The Federal Bureau of Investigation's COINTELPRO program had Pratt in their sights. A 1970 memo said they wanted to neutralize him as an effective Panther functionary. Translation: they saw a decorated vet who could lead, and they wanted him out. So they infiltrated, surveilled, lied, and built a case. You gotta understand, if you're black, visible, and organized, you get special attention. December 18th, 1968. Caroline Olson, 27-year-old schoolteacher, is shot on a Santa Monica tennis court. Her husband survives. The killers steal about $18, then open fire. 2 years later, Pratt is arrested. He says, "I was hundreds of miles away at a Panther meeting in Oakland." The court disagrees. He's convicted in 1972. Now let's keep it 100. Did they convict him because he pulled the trigger, or because he had the wrong name on the right list? The truth is, the key witness was a paid informant. Prosecutors hid evidence. The FBI had wiretaps and surveillance that pointed in other directions. The verdict: guilty, prison. A decorated soldier becomes a political scapegoat. Pratt spent 27 years behind bars. 8 of those were in solitary confinement. Democracy now. He was in Mule Creek State Prison, a cell near Charles Manson. Ants were his only company sometimes. Meanwhile, the system kept saying, "He's too dangerous. He's a revolutionary." But question, was he convicted because he killed a woman or because he represented something the system feared? Growing up, you learn the law's supposed to protect you. But for a Black Panther vet, it sometimes meant they protect themselves from you. June 10th, 1997. A judge vacates Pratt's conviction. Why? Because the prosecution hid evidence, because the key witness was an FBI informant, and because Pratt was in Oakland when the shooting happened. The settlement: $4.5 million in a civil rights suit against the FBI and the city of Los Angeles. But let's be real. No amount of money can buy back 27 years of your life gone, or the memory of living in a cell when you once wore dog tags. He walked out free but scarred. Historic win. Yes. Sweet dollars. Yes. Total redemption? That's complicated. After prison, Pratt didn't retreat. He kept working for folks wrongfully convicted. He raised his voice. He moved to Tanzania. He died June 2nd, 2011 in Tanzania at age 63. And here's what staying real teaches us. Being a war hero doesn't guarantee justice. Organizing for your folks can make you a target. The system doesn't only punish what you do. Sometimes it punishes who you are and what you represent. So, when you hear, "Take up space, sis," remember this. For some folks, taking up space means putting your body, your brain, your presence where you haven't been invited. And yes, it might cost you, but what's the cost of silence? So there you have it. The truth, the pain, the persistence of Geronimo Pratt, a man who wore his country's uniform, served with honor, then served time in a different kind of uniform, one that meant injustice. This ain't just Black history. This is American history. And if you're still watching, then I got a question for you. What would you do if they came for you next? Would you step up or step back? Would you silence your voice or let your presence roar? Thanks for sticking around. If you like this ride, hit like, subscribe, share the story. Because we don't just learn history, we carry it. Take up space and stay woke.